President Trump spoke to reporters just a short time ago as he left the White House en route to the Netherlands for a NATO summit. Let's share with you some of what he had to say.
I don't think so, but I'm not happy that Israel's going out now. There was one rocket that I guess was fired overboard. It was after the time limit, and it missed its target. And now Israel's going out. These guys got to calm down. Ridiculous.
How will you respond if the ceasefire is fired?
I didn't like plenty of things I saw yesterday. I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal. They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either. All I do is play both sides. I'm going now, as you know, to NATO. Some of you are going with me, and I think it's going to be...
All right, let's connect now with Natalie Brand at the White House. Natalie, we wanted to play as much of that sound, that fresh sound from the president for our viewers as possible. Help us understand what he just said. He seems to be pushing for this ceasefire and now criticizing Israel, an ally that the U.S. was helping in taking out Iranian nuclear facilities because of what it did post-ceasefire. Break that down for us.
Yeah, well, it shows how fragile and complicated this ceasefire is, Errol. The president, of course, last night was celebrating news that he had reached it. We know that he had spoken directly with Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel in brokering this ceasefire, and his administration officials, the vice president, secretary of state, had been directly, indirectly speaking to Iran and also with the help of Qatar. So this was a huge moment of celebration, but then news, overnight into early this morning that it may have been violated. You can hear the president's frustration, including with Israel, where he is saying later on in that exchange with reporters that Israel needs to calm down here. And moments after he took off, we also got a new post on Truth Social, really putting a finer point on this message, saying, Israel, do not drop those bombs. If you do, it is a major violation. Bring your pilots home now. At the end of his remarks, he was asked if he believes Israel is committed to peace, and he replied, we have two countries that have been fighting for so long, they don't know what they're doing. So here we see a very frustrated President Trump. We'll have to see if he reaches out again directly to Prime Minister Netanyahu to try to, again, de-escalate this once again so it doesn't take another turn, because this was a huge moment late last night and into the overnight, when the news of the ceasefire was announced, and he can now head to NATO taking kind of a victory lap. Some of that seems to be in question now. We'll have to see what happens next.
Yeah, I think you're right to underscore his destination and the people he's about to be around and wanting to show up with some type of tangible result that he was able to facilitate this ceasefire. Natalie Brown with the latest for us at the White House. Natalie, thanks so much for that.